world is loud, isn't it? It isn't just the sirens outside or the constant notification pings on your nightstand. It's the noise inside. It's that relentless buzzing hum of what if, I should have, and what's next. Most of us treat inner peace like a luxury vacation, something we might get to visit for 2 weeks a year if we work hard enough or if the stars finally align. We tell ourselves that we will be calm once the kids graduate, or we'll find serenity once this project is over, or we'll finally be happy when the bank account looks a certain way. But here is the cold, honest truth. Peace isn't a destination. It's not a place you arrive at. It's the ground you stand on while the storm is happening. If you wait for the world to get quiet before you find peace, you will be waiting forever. We need to deconstruct the very architecture of your internal world and look at why your mind creates chaos, how your body stores stress, and how you can build a sanctuary inside yourself that no one, not your boss, not your ex, not the news, can take away from you. Let's start by debunking the biggest lie in the self-help world, the idea that inner peace means having a blank or quiet mind. If you've ever tried to meditate and felt like a failure because your brain kept thinking about grocery lists or an embarrassing thing you said in 2014, listen closely. The goal of peace is not the absence of thought, it is the absence of struggle with those thoughts. Think of your mind like a vast ocean. On the surface, there are waves. Sometimes they are small ripples. Sometimes they are 30-foot swells of anxiety. Most people spend their lives trying to stop the waves. They try to flatten the ocean with their bare hands. It's exhausting and it's impossible. Inner peace is the realization that you are not the waves, you are the ocean. The depths of the ocean are still, silent, and undisturbed, even while a hurricane is screaming on the surface. When we seek serenity, we aren't trying to kill the waves. We are learning to sink deeper into the stillness that already exists beneath them. Why do we lose our peace? It usually comes down to one word: resistance. Resistance is the mental energy we spend wishing reality was different than it is. It shouldn't be raining. He shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't feel this way. Every time you say should to reality, you create a friction point. That friction creates heat, and that heat is what we call stress. Inner peace is the radical act of acceptance. Now, let's be clear. Acceptance is not the same as liking something. It's not giving up. It's simply acknowledging the truth of the present moment. If your car breaks down, getting angry doesn't fix the engine. It just makes you a person with a broken car and high blood pressure. Acceptance is saying, okay, the car is broken. Now, what's the next logical step? When you stop fighting the what is, you reclaim all that wasted energy. You can use that energy to actually solve the problem, or better yet, to remain calm while you navigate it. Most of our suffering happens in the non-existent. We suffer in the past through remorse, or in the future through anxiety. Very rarely do we suffer in the absolute now. Ask yourself right now, in this exact second, is there a problem? Not 5 minutes from now, not tomorrow's meeting, right now, in this breath. Usually the answer is no. In the immediate present, you are breathing, your heart is beating, and you are simply existing. Peace is found in the narrow sliver of the present. We lose it when we let our minds bleed into time frames we have no control over. We talk a lot about minimalism in our homes, but what about minimalism in our hearts? We carry around ghosts. We carry the weight of people we haven't forgiven, versions of ourselves we no longer are, and expectations that don't belong to us. If you want to feel light, you have to drop the luggage. Forgiveness isn't something you do for the other person. It's a selfish act. It's you deciding that you're tired of carrying a hot coal in your pocket, hoping the other person gets burned. You drop the coal because you are the one getting hurt. Serenity requires a brutal audit of your emotional commitments. Ask yourself if a certain resentment serves your peace. If the answer is no, you have to let it go. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the space. You cannot think your way into peace if your body is convinced you're being chased by a tiger. Our nervous systems are often stuck in fight or flight mode. Your brain reads a snarky email the same way it reads a physical threat. To find inner peace, you have to talk to your body in a language it understands: the breath. When you are stressed, your breath becomes shallow and high in the chest. This tells your brain there is danger. When you consciously slow your breath, specifically making your exhale longer than your inhale, you trigger the vagus nerve. You are literally sending a biological telegram to your brain that says you are safe. You can't always control your thoughts, but you can always control your diaphragm. Peace starts in the ribs and moves to the mind. In our hyper-connected world, we have lost the art of being alone. We use our phones to buffer the silence. The moment we are bored or alone with our thoughts, we reach for a distraction. But peace is found in the silence. If you are afraid of being alone with yourself, it's a sign that there are things inside you that need your attention. Loneliness is the pain of being alone. Solitude is the glory of being alone. Make a habit of doing nothing. Sit for 10 minutes without a screen, a book, or a podcast. Just sit. Watch your thoughts pass by like clouds. At first, it will be uncomfortable. Your ego will scream for stimulation, but stay with it. On the other side of that boredom is a profound sense of self-reliance. You realize that you are enough. You don't need to be filled up by the outside world. Most of us view life as a series of problems to be solved. We think that if we can just fix one more thing, then we'll finally be okay. The final shift toward lasting inner peace is moving from a doing state to a being state. It's the realization that your value, your worth, and your calm are not tied to your productivity. You are a human being, not a human doing. Peace is a practice. You will lose it. You will get cut off in traffic and lose your temper. You will get bad news and feel the panic rise. That's okay. That's being human. The goal isn't to never lose your peace. It's to become really good at finding your way back to it. Like a muscle, the more you return to the present, the more you practice acceptance, and the more you breathe through the chaos, the stronger your peace muscle becomes. You don't need to go to a mountaintop. You don't need to quit your job. You just need to change your relationship with the moment you are in right now. The stillness is already there. It's the space between your thoughts. It's the silence behind the noise. It is the core of who you are. Stop looking for it and start allowing it. Go gently today. Be kind to your mind.